Alright, you guys, welcome to another episode here of Crafty Chic Design. But this is, of course, my book version of this episode. This is why I'm sitting in front of my lovely little bookshelf that's all decorated for fall. Got my little fall pumpkins here, my little fall decor, my little fall flowers. So I am ready to talk about books and what I'm going to be reading for this fall. So this video will cover the books that I will be reading for October and November. So I'm gonna do the spin the wheel for the selection of books. I do have the book titles written down. Of course, I don't have all the book titles in there that I want to read, but before I get to that, I want to talk about some books that I have been reading thus far. And this book here is one of the first books that I've read for my fall book list, and it's called Falling Too Soon, and it's by this new author that I found, Michelle Elizabeth. I don't know if you can see that, but I believe this is her very first book, and I gave this book 5 stars. And I gave this book 5 stars because it was just that good. It was great. It was an excellent read. Like, I got an art copy of the book, which, is advanced reader copy. So, and I never like go out and like buy a book once, I read an art version of it, because that's fine with me. But this book was excellent. It's about a character named Daphne and Nathan. They both have crappy relationships, and they end up in this cabin together, and all the things that happen with, them being stuck in this cabin together because they got it booked at the same time. It was pure gold. So I really did enjoy it, and I wanted to have a physical copy for my bookshelf. So it is Falling Too Soon. Definitely check it out. It is available on Amazon. I think it's available on Kindle Unlimited. I'm not sure, but it is definitely worth the read. I definitely loved and enjoyed this book very much so. So the next book I picked up was from Barnes and Noble. This is Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice. This was a part of their $5 book. It's like when you go to the Starbucks in the Barnes and Noble, they have like books. Once you buy like a drink or something from Barnes and Noble, you can get the $5 book. And this was the $5 book here. It's another book by an author I never read before. Beautiful sprayed edges. Everybody's getting into that with their sprayed edges. So I thought this was really, really cute. So I really did want to check this book out and read it. I think it's YA. So it's not, and I don't believe there's any spice to this book at all. This one here, a little spicy, but that's okay. I enjoy a little bit of spice. Now, how I'm going to use my wheel. I'm going to use my tablet here to spin my wheel. Usually I would do it on my phone, but unfortunately my phone like died. I don't know what's wrong with it. So I'm waiting for a new one to come in because something happened with the touchscreen and it won't work. So I can't use my phone, but that's okay. And hopefully it'll be ready by this weekend because I do have a craft fair that I need to do this weekend. So I definitely need my phone for that. So I'm going to pick 10 books. And the reason I'm going to pick 10 books is because usually I read somewhere between 5 and 8 books a month. And that goes from like ebooks, physical books, audiobooks. I do count my audiobooks as reading books. So, oh yeah, and I did say today is October 8th. I'm actually in my fall sweater. So, autumn bookish girl. So, this is my sweater I'm wearing today. And all ready for fall. Got my nails all ready for fall. You can see that. Focus. Yeah, there we go. My little fall nails. So we're all ready for fall here. So let's get to the app that I have here on my tablet. And we're going to spin. And like I said, we're going to spin for 10 books. And these are the books that I'm going to be reading for October and November. I did not put a lot of romance books on here because I read a lot of romance books already. So I want to try something different. So I want to try like thrillers and like, other different types of books because I'm already reading romance books. So I didn't put too many romance books on here. I have my other tablet sitting here because I figure out where these books are actually located. I think a lot of them are on KU and some are on my Libby and Hoopla. So we will check that out. But let's spin the wheel and see what we come up with here for our first book. Okay. So this is what the little wheel looks like. So let's see here. Okay, so we're going to spin. I love that sound. That's a cool sound. Okay, the first book I picked is called Howl. Howl, and all these books, I'm gonna put like an image of it up here, but I think it's like a werewolf or something like that book there. So Howl will be my very first book that we will be reading. And I think also too, I'm gonna write down the name of these books because of course I'm not gonna remember every simple book that I have here. So I am going to write down the names of books that I will be reading because of course I'm not going to remember that. So let's write those down and so we can remember. So the first book is Howl, which I'm almost certain is a werewolf book. Okay, let's go our second spin. Second spin. Ooh, it's okay. This is Bat Eater. That's not the full title, but this book is about a woman who's a crime scene she cleans crime scenes, and bats or something or Asian women are being killed, and they're calling these women bat eaters. And this is like at the height of COVID, so it's kind of like a quick little synopsis about what that book is. Okay, let's do our third spin. I don't want to spend too much time talking about what these books are about. Spookily Yours. Now that is a kind of a little Halloween rom-com book. So that is a little romance book. So I will be checking that out. Okay. Let's do our fourth spin here. What do we have here? Ooh, this is a thriller. That's Not My Name. I've been hearing a lot about that one. It's a young girl who she runs like into a police station and she can't remember anything, and a gentleman comes in there. He has all her information saying, oh, this is my missing daughter. I know who she is. Let me take her. And we go from there. Okay, this is our fifth spin. Okay, we already picked that one, so we're going to have to spin again. So I think I should like get rid of the ones once. Ooh, okay, this is another thriller called Just the Nicest Couple. So it's another thriller that I've been hearing a lot of great things about. Okay, so we're at 5. We need to pick 5 more. Okay. Blood Moon. That is, I believe, to be a vampire book there. So Blood Moon. That is our 6th book, I believe. Yep, that is our 6th book. We need to pick 4 more. Bitten by Desire, which I believe to be another vampire book. Okay, so that's another vampire book. Okay, next spin. checked out on Halloween. I think this is a quick little novella. Let's come back in that one. How many more do we need to go? So two more. Okay. Fall Into You. Of course, that is a contemporary romance. Pretty much in the title. Fall Into You. A couple. Okay. How many more? This is our last and a final spin. Hopefully we get a good one here. Another rom-com, Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I did read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, which I was surprisingly very happy with that book. Okay. Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. So, we have all our 10 books here, which mostly all these books are on my Kindle Unlimited, Libby app, or Hoopla app. So let's see if we can go through here and see if we can find out what some of these books are about. Maybe I can check them out really quick. I don't know. See if we can get some information about what these books are actually about. I don't know that I can. I don't remember wherever that's one of these books are coming from. So let's just check it out really quick here. Let's go to my Hoopla and see if I get any idea of what these books are about. So let's see. Okay, so the very first one I picked was Howl, which is a werewolf romance. So that's what that book is. It's about a werewolf romance. So that's what Howl is. It's a werewolf romance. So that's great for the Halloween spooky season. The next one was, like I said, Bat Eaters. Let's see if we can find that one here. I don't believe that one's on Hoopla. I believe that one's probably on Libby. So let's check out Libby and see if it's on there. Okay. Okay, it says Bat Eaters and other names for Cora Zane. Okay, so this is a horror novel about a woman who has trauma and hungry ghosts are after her. So this is another great little ghost story. So Cora is a crime scene cleaner who watches the remains of brutal murder and suicides in Chinatown. But none of them seems so terrible, and she already witnessed the most horrific and impossible. Her sister. Okay, so she witnessed the death of her sister. And also she's being spooked by ghosts. So that is another one there. Okay, so let's see. Spookily Yours, I believe it's called. Spookily Yours, yes. This is my cat is a demon, and that's no joke. An actual real life demon, and it needs my help to break a curse. But what happens when it turns more? This is a Spooky Yours is a spicy open door Halloween themed novel, which witch and the demon falls in love with each other. So it's a cute little comic book there. Okay, and then the next one is, I believe what I talked about is called That's Not My Name. It was her mistake to trust him. Shivering and bruised, a teen wake up on the side of a dirt road with no memory of how she got there or who she is. The police doesn't know where she came from until a frantic man arrives at the station. He's been searching for her for hours. He has her school ID, her birth certificate, and even family photo. He is her father. Her name is Mary, or so he says. Mm-hmm. So that's definitely a thriller with some suspense there. And then the next one, let's see, Just the Nicest Couple. Okay, so this one is a husband disappears, links of two couples in a twisty thriller from the New York Fest. Okay, so the same woman who wrote Local Woman Missing, which was another great book that I read. I enjoyed a lot. So this is about a couple and her husband's disappearance and everything that ensues in that. So I know I'm not giving such a great synopsis of what these books are about, but you get an idea. Okay, Blood Moon. Blood Moon is the next one. Okay, so Marabella grew up with legends of wolves that travel to the Midwest Sound to protect humans from vampires. A werewolf that fell in love with one of undead. So this book is about vampires and werewolves. So, it's interesting. It's all supposed to be a young adult thriller and it's fantasy and everything like that. But sounds fun. Okay, the next one. I'm not sure if I believe that one's on Amazon. I believe that it is. No, actually, it's a vampire romance. Bitten by Desire. So it's a vampire romance. That's what this is. So it's a romance book, but it has vampires in it. So that's interesting. Okay, check out on Halloween. I'm almost certain I got that one from my, I believe that one is from, yeah, that one has to be from Amazon. So we will come back to that one. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Okay, let's go here. I believe a lot of these are probably from my Amazon as well. Okay, this one is Falling to You. Of course, is a romantic book. What happens when a family-oriented woman falls in love with her brother's best friend? My favorite trope, right? Brother's best friend, sister's best friend. It's a romantic comedy, adult contemporary. So, of course, there had to be romance books on here. It wouldn't be me if it wasn't. So, I think so far that's like my only romance book. Oh, and then the cinnamon bun bookstore. I think we all pretty much know that's a romance book. Okay. Okay, Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. If I can get it to come up. But I think we got the gist of what that is about. I believe. I think it's part of the Dream Harbor series. A lot of people like to compare these books to Gilmore Girls, which honestly I was never a fan of Gilmore Girls. I don't know, it just never struck me, I guess. Maybe now I would like it, but I was never a huge fan of that. So it's, of course, about a woman who owns a bookstore, spends her time surrounded by books. So why would I not want to read that? I love books, and someone, who's reading books. So of course, it's a small town romance, and that's what we have. That wraps it up. Oh yes. Let me get back to the other one. Checked out on Halloween. Like I said, I believe that is on Amazon. So let's see. Let's see what that book is about. Yes, that is a it is a rom-com. It is a romance book. So even though I try to avoid romance books, it seems like I got a lot of romance books. And it's about a bookshop worker finds herself torn between the mystery masked stranger at a Halloween party and a regular customer in this spicy romance with dark undertones. Ooh. So, that, you guys, are my 10 books. I believe that is 10 books. Yep, that is 10 books that I've chose. I will put a picture up here because I don't physically have any of these books. So a lot of these books are on KU and my Hoopla and Libby app. That's what I will be reading. Of course, there will be more books I will be reading. I have a couple of arcs that I need to get through that I want to read. But I just wanted to come over here and share with you guys what I will be reading for this fall spooky season, and I'll come back hopefully with some reviews for these books. I do have a lot of craft fairs coming up. This is craft fair season, so I do have some other stuff to work on, but I just wanted to come on here and share books, and hopefully for the end of the year I will be doing like an end of the year wrap up, like what books I've been reading, what books I love, what books I did not love. I have shared that in some videos, but I will do like an end of the year wrap up for these books. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.